Hi North teachers, welcome to the most important screencast of your entire life. I'm going to show you how we can fill this sheet out in a way that doesn't mess it all up. We want to use this diligently so that it works out and we don't need to be adding a whole bunch of extra space to the spreadsheet and extra forms and extra emails and all that. But here's the solution. We need everyone to be very careful. I'm going to go through the rules of how to enter information in the blue columns in this spreadsheet. Okay, rule number 1, before you type in a cell, make sure it's clear. Here's your saying, if it's gray, go away. So right now, this cell has just turned gray. That's because someone else just started typing in this cell. It's gray, I need to go away. I can't enter in that cell. If I do, it's gonna override the other person's data and we're gonna lose stuff. So again, rule 1, if it's gray, stay away, okay? So, once you know that it's clear, and it's white, you're going to start entering your data. One thing I want to remind us of is rule 2, get in and get out. We're going to have multiple people trying to enter in this spreadsheet. You should only double click and start typing in a cell when you are ready, and as soon as you are finished typing in that cell, you need to get out. Otherwise, it's going to stay gray and other people won't have the opportunity to type in there because we'll lose data if it's gray. So, get in and then get out. So, once multiple people are typing, one last rule, we want everybody's information to end up on a separate line. In order to do this, we have to hit Control plus Enter. Control, Enter, never been better. So if you were to start typing on here and you wanted to hit a separate line, if you just hit Enter without hitting Control, it's going to move you to the next cell. We don't want that. We want you to have a new line in the same cell. So Control, Enter takes me to a new line in the same cell so I can enter my information, put my initials, and then get out. Okay, so as far as the actual function and the technology is concerned, rule 1, make sure it's clear. If it's gray, go away. If it's white, start to type. Rule number 2, when you're ready, get in and get out. Get in, type your info, get out. And then rule number 3, in order to get on a new line, you make sure it's clear, you hit Control, Enter, never been better, to get that last column. Always add your initials. Okay, so that's how the technology works. A couple things about the logistics. During teams, we're going to be selecting students who the team is seeking additional information because they really need some help with this kid and we need more information from all hands on deck. So highlighted means next step is we need more information from the teachers that are in this room, the teachers that have this kid that aren't in the room, and from SST. So once these are selected, in between the meeting that they're selected and the next meeting, the expectation is that all the blue columns are filled out by teachers and then the SST fills out their information too. So if you gave the student, and these instructions are up here, if you gave the student a 1 or a 2, please fill out column E for that student. All teachers should fill out columns F and G. We want to know what's been attempted and hasn't worked, what's been attempted that has seemed to be effective, so that we can use that information to plan next steps. Always make sure that you add your initials, just like it says, so that if we need additional information, we can find the person who has tried this particular intervention or is seeing these particular behaviors. So a question came up already. What if I didn't give the student a 1 or a 2, but I have noticed some undesirable or concerning behaviors as well? You certainly could type that in for column E. If you didn't give them a 1 or a 2 because you haven't tried any interventions, you're not going to have much to put down for column F, but it wouldn't hurt to just say, here are some things I see too. However, the only people that are required are the teachers that gave the kid a 1 or a 2. Okay, so 2 more things. The kids that aren't selected, we're eventually going to cycle back to these kids once we have some good, well-informed action steps for the selected kids. I want to make sure everybody knows that if you attend team and gave an unselected student a 1 or a 2, we're going to work through that during team. So you don't need to enter anything else for any of these below. We'll do that during team. Now, if you're a person who doesn't attend team, but you gave a non-selected student a 1 or a 2, or you're seeing some concerning behaviors in your classroom and you would like to communicate that with the team and come back and see what they've tried, please feel free to add it here, okay? So we do want you to type in to this column for any kid that was a 1 or a 2 for you.